Well, we're back. We're back at it. You can see there is a ton of mud here still. So it dried out, and then we just got hit with some crazy rain a little while ago. But I guess we kind of needed it. I don't know. It was like 50 something degrees today, which was absolutely amazing, and it's good to see. It has now stopped raining, and well, everybody's happy. The chickens are really happy. They're pecking at the ground. I don't know what they're pulling out of there, but let's say this, all the animals are really happy that it's 50 degrees today and they're outside, and you know, it's basically mid-February, or not mid, but you know, almost mid-February. So we're getting close to the end here of the winter, which is amazing that it's happened already. And it's kind of symbolic of life, right? How fast does life go? Life goes so fast that you have to hold on, or it'll pass you by. Even these pigs, I remember when they were piglets, you know, just born, and now they're all getting bigger and bigger and bigger. There's a little mama that's pregnant. So life will pass you by if you don't take it in and enjoy what it's presenting to you. I remember when we bought this farm, it's 2020, you know, it's like, oh, what do you do after COVID? You go find a farm, right? You go and find a large parcel of land where you could be left alone and people won't bother you, and you know, you're sort of away from the chaos that was going on at the time, and hopefully that's all past us, and we are all free from it, and we can all just you know, go on with our lives. But life goes fast, so make sure you take it in. And I always say this about farming, it does go fast and life goes fast, and you know, we're always thinking a season or two ahead to be ready for what's ahead, and you know, always planning. And you know, you can see we have quite a few pigs here, and we have quite a few pigs behind the barn, on the other side of the barn, in the barn. So one thing that we're gonna, you know, start planning is, you know, where are we gonna put all these pigs? And obviously, you know, our pork business is really fantastic, and it's going really well. Because I think so many people are just discouraged with what they buy at the store. Like, store-bought pork has let a lot of customers down. It really has. And you know, when you give animals a chance to rut and do what they do out here and dig in, live in a more natural environment, we'll say, it's not perfect, but they enjoy it. And I believe our customers are quite happy with the product, with them being out here. And we got a great compliment. I shared this once before from a gentleman that grew up in Rome, Italy. And he said, you know, I haven't had pork like this since I was in Italy, since growing up in Italy, and I'm really happy that I get the opportunity to enjoy it again. It's one of those things. So it's really cool. You know, we can do some cool things with pork too. Actually, the beef also. You know, we have some people that just buy the whole loin. We have some people, you know, strip loin, rib loin, and they cut it themselves. And that's always a cool thing. You know, on our website, you know, we sell steaks, but you know, for people that want to play butcher, or they enjoy slicing their own meat, you know, it's always something. You know, we do this special order only, but you know, you could look into getting a whole loin and cutting it yourselves. We have some amazing customers that do that. John and his crew out on Long Island. So, you know, it's a fun thing, and you know, because we do go direct to consumer, the consumer has the option to do some creative things. You know, we get special request orders from people all the time. You know, hey, I'm looking for a whole brisket. I have a big party coming up. We have a couple Super Bowl parties, and we got a couple whole briskets that went out. A couple. Some people are really liking the dino ribs, the long ribs, or Thor ribs they call them. And you know, that's the cool part about this custom raising animals. And the custom butchery that goes alongside it is we can do some really cool things. So that's what it's about, right? Going back to the land and allowing customers to have a say in their meat journey, right? Because for so long, you know, those of us that were, you know, in cities or near cities and not close to farms, we were at the mercy of a system. And now we're not at the mercy of that same system. A lot of, you know, farmers are making their meats available to their community. A lot of homesteaders are doing the same, and it's good to see this increase in people taking responsibility for their food, and they're doing a nice thing by offering that distribution to customers. You know, for people that have farms and people that have homesteads, they don't necessarily have to sell the meat, right? Or they could, you know, just sell these animals at auction and, you know, probably not make that much. Although in the beef game right now, you'll make quite a bit at auction. And, you know, sometimes it's easier, right? You put them on a trailer and send them on their way, and that's how some people make a living. But, you know, for us, we have found, you know, great value in providing food for families, not just now in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania. That's how we started, but across the whole country. You know, we had orders going out to New Mexico last week, Florida, Tennessee, Ohio, Chicago. We sent a half cow out to Humberto in Chicago. Kentucky, Mark bought a half cow in Kentucky. So it's pretty cool. It's cool to see. You know, time goes fast, but to see this whole thing come together has been really an amazing journey. Are we still learning? 100%. Do we have a lot to learn? 100%. You know, do we enjoy talking to, you know, some of the old farmers that have been there before us? 100%. So there's a lot of fun in learning, and there's a lot of fun in not knowing everything. And there's also a lot of opportunity in being a little bit either A, naive, or B, having not done something for a long time, because you have an open-mindedness that oftentimes people don't have that have been doing something for a long time. So we stay very open, but we're also not afraid to ask questions as to why we do certain things, or why somebody would do certain things versus another. So all very, very cool stuff. But like I started out today, you know, life goes really fast. So really, you know, be focused on and caught up on and in the right things, right? Be caught up with your family, you know, be caught up with your health, be caught up with what you eat, your nutrition, be caught up with taking care of yourself, taking care of your community, taking care of the things that you could take care of. And if more people did that and focused on that, you know, things would probably be really good. You know, a couple days ago, we have a gentleman that brings us our square bales of hay, Austin, and he and his wife have done a great job for us with that, and we appreciate it. And we were just talking about dairy farms, and we were talking about farms in general, and how, you know, the next generation of farmers, or the children of farmers today, they don't want to take over the business, and it's hard. So a lot of these farms are getting scooped up either by developers, or they're getting scooped up by, you know, some of the bigger farms, like this guy, bigger guy picking on the little guy. And as a result of that, you know, we're losing these small farms, and the bigger farms are getting bigger, and the smaller farms are disappearing. And it's a sad thing. But this is why we always say, like, even with farmers, like, you know, it's no excuse to not be a good business person. Even if you love farming, you gotta love the business of farming too. And I said that we had Greg Judy here over the summer, and I said, Greg, is farming a hobby for you? He says, no, it's a business for me, right? Farming is something I love to do, but it is an absolute business for me, because if it wasn't, you know, he'd be working his town job still. So again, it's just something to realize. If you're going to get into this, there has to be a business element to it. And saying I don't know, or I don't know enough about business, so therefore I can't be good at it, you know, that's not really an excuse today, because there's so many options for us to learn and to develop ourselves as farmers with a business understanding, right? Or an understanding of the business of farming. So I know a little off track, but again, if we're going to keep small farms farming and the small farmer feeding their community, we got to really think about this, and we have to make sure that farmers are getting better at business and better at the business of farming. And if you produce a great product and you tell enough people about it and you get people in your community to engage with you positively, you could do some great things. For us, in our community where the farm is, we sell to very few people. Most of our product goes to Long Island. It goes to Westchester County, New York City, Brooklyn, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Florida. So we it's been an interesting ride in our community. So we in terms of how we're received. So we decided to go and bring our product to a place where we're a bit more favorably received. So and then closer to the city of Binghamton, we have some great customers there, or Syracuse. But in our remote area here, not so much. So this is also for all farmers. Look, if you're not as well received as you want to be in the area that you're in, find another area to where you are received, and that's how your business of farming could continue to advance and grow. So anyway, so that's what we got. We had an interesting day today. A lot of haters hating on Facebook. It happens. So it's all a part of the game. But for us, we just keep focusing on forward. We keep focusing on our customer. We focus on our relationship that we have with our great butchery team and our great partners, our partner farms that we work with. And, everybody works together, and that's great. Last year we had Greg Judy come up. This year we have Joel Salatin coming up to the farm, which is going to be really cool. And we had 100 people come up last year, to see this seminar. And it was so cool to see how open everybody was with one another. There wasn't a ego or pride or anything like that. Everybody was just here learning and trying to get better. And it was so cool to see that, everybody was just kind of on the same team for that day and beyond. Some friendships were made, and it's positive. So we're excited to host Joel Salatin this year in July. He's coming up from Virginia. He's going to spend the day here doing a workshop. You can go on wearefreedomfarms.com and get an early ticket there. We're going to cap it probably at 100 people for the event, and it's going to sell out real quick. So wearefreedomfarms.com, go to special events in the store, and you can reserve your ticket. But for those of you that don't know Joel Salatin, he's sort of an originator in this thing that we're doing, and we look up to him quite a bit and what he's got going. And we're excited to host him here at Freedom Farms in Greene, New York, just outside of New York City. So get a ticket, get on the books. We'd love to meet you, and we'd love to host you at the farm. And take advantage of these things. Like I said, life goes fast. We always say, I'll do it next year. If they do it again, I'll go. If they do this or they do that, then we'll do it. But the truth is, there's no time like the present. There's no time to act now, right? There's no time like this time to just take action and say, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to better myself. I'm going to learn more about farming. I'm going to learn more about the land. I'm going to learn more about all this stuff. So anyway, that's what we got. Just make sure you're getting better. Don't take time for granted, because it does go fast. Enjoy. But I gotta go. Here's our van coming back from a long day of deliveries. Look at Whip. He signals into the driveway. Folks, our drivers are on top of things. So he's back early. We hit New Jersey, Long Island, Pennsylvania. We did the whole run today. So now we're gonna take it back, and we're gonna end this day. So anyway, I gotta go. And remember, take your time seriously. You only get so much of it. Use it well, use your words well, use your mind well, and we'll see you soon. Have a great day, have a great night, have a great life, and we'll see you when we see you. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, give us some comments, let us know what you guys are doing, what you have going on, and we'd love to see you at Joel Salatin in July. See ya.